Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. Welcome to the Lamar University College of Arts and Sciences commencement ceremony for December 15th, 2017. My name is Joe Nordgren. I'm interim dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. We've gathered on this special occasion to acknowledge and to honor our graduates for their tireless efforts, remarkable dedication, and deserved achievements in the demanding and competitive arena of higher education. For years, our graduates have been striving to reach the educational milestones that we celebrate this evening. Graduates, this phase of your journey is complete. Sincere congratulations to each of you. If you will, please turn your attention to the video screens and hear from some of our graduates in the class of 2017.
You know, you hear it a lot, you know, the greater the goal, the greater the sacrifice. There's been a lot of sacrifice in order to get to this point. What attracted me to the program was that the flexibility was there. I was able to meet all of my professional and personal goals, and I found the support nothing short of amazing.
This campus is really able to shape people's future, and for me, someone from an underprivileged background, I couldn't imagine where I'd be without the school and the people that I was able to meet. It changed my life. Here, I feel like there's long-lasting connections because of that sense of communities. Lamar University really did help shape my life.
You learn not just like the coursework, but going back to the professors have experience. They tell stories in class. You know, they're people. It's not like the stories are going to be tested on. A lot of people are like, oh, well, but this isn't relevant. But it is. And like, this is a time where you have to learn. That's your focus, and that's pretty cool that they tie in real life things.
It's not like they're telling me, oh, you know, the real world's going to be like this, the world's going to be like that. They're not sugaring it up and sugarcoating it. They're telling me it like it is, and they're telling me, when you get onto this world, this is what you should expect. This is what you should do. That, to me, has prepared me for graduating.
One professor in particular, prior to interviewing for this job that I recently accepted post-graduation, and he gave me a lot of tips and pointers, and I'd had his class the year before. It wasn't even chemical engineering, but we had built a pretty good bond. So he's happy to help me anytime I have questions for him. I would be safe to say that they're friendships as well. I can come to them with any problem, and then they can help me.
It really helps you hone in on what you want to be and who you are. Because beforehand, I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. Coming here helped me find that thing. I'm happy my career has a path. I can see it.
I think that I'm giving my students a better principle, because if I'm telling them to make a commitment to their education, they can see that I've made a commitment to my education and I'm twice their age. So it's letting them know that the process of learning is lifelong. I'm very thankful for my wife and what, she did for our family during this time, because sometimes I just wasn't available. Man, shout out to the kids. Now that this is done, Daddy can play. And I'm really excited about, spending more time with the family.
This truly is a great experience. I know because I've come from other colleges. The opportunities are vast. If you're willing to work hard, you can achieve really high. In fact, I've convinced my godbrother to come here. Hey, Johnny, thanks for coming to my graduation. Hope you're enjoying school next semester. Call me if you need me.
I went into college expecting nothing. I was actually first to go into college, so I kind of thought that I went in blindly. If they hear me say the words, "I'm studying," they're like, "Shh." It's like a library in the house. And they always give me words of encouragement too. And I think Lamar gave me the best experience I've ever had.
To be in the program or to be successful in the program, no matter if you're a face-to-face student or an online student, you have to have the commitment, the determination to get out there and search for them. What I appreciate about Lamar is they carried that same philosophy, yet they made it available for students that were studying online. So I didn't have any concerns. It wasn't a negative experience at all. It was very positive. I wouldn't have any reservations about recommending this program to other people just for that reason.
I can work with groups of people from all over the world now, whether they're older than me, younger than me, no matter what nationality they are. That's the biggest tool I've learned being here at Lamar, and that I'll be carrying with me for the rest of my life.
Being able to see perspectives from other countries is really cool. Like in class, we'll be going over a law and somebody from a different country will say, that's not how they do it in my country. Just to see how different it is, and to see they stress different things are interpreted different ways. You really do see that with, all the diversity we have in the College of Business.
I look at Lamar University as somewhat of an innovator, especially in the state of Texas. There are so many opportunities for anyone, no matter what their walk of life is, to continue their education and just be a better person.
Lamar can really help you become who you want to be. You just have to work at it. It's not going to just happen. But if you come here knowing that you want to do something, there's going to be people helping you left and right. There's scholarship opportunities everywhere. And the undergrad research, it allows you to literally research something you're interested in.
I am proud to be affiliated with Lamar University. I'm proud that, I'm an alum. The campus is beautiful. It's a great place to be.
I actually went and got a shirt that says Lamar University Alumni, and I plan on wearing that right after I graduate. I don't want to sound cliche, but give it a chance. Lamar has so many options. Just give it a chance.
Anyone that wants to pursue a doctorate degree, Lamar University is the place to do it. This university has made a name for itself.
Candidates, many people have supported you throughout your life and studies. I would like for you to please join me as we express our appreciation to them. Will the parents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the grandparents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the spouses, children, grandchildren of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the friends, other relatives of our candidates, please stand and receive our applause? This evening, we share the joy of commencement with all of you. Thank you for celebrating with us. At the heart of Lamar University is a supportive and nationally acclaimed faculty. They provided our graduates with a contemporary and valuable higher education that is second to none. Due to the diligence and efforts of Lamar's faculty, our graduates are knowledgeable, highly skilled, fully prepared for their lives and their careers. Will our faculty please stand and be recognized? At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the platform participants for this evening's event. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 1 please rise and remain standing? To my right, in row 1, Dr. Kenneth Evans, President of Lamar University. Dr. James Marquardt, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Brendan Nichols, Vice Provost for Digital Learning. Mr. E. Craig Ness, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. John Bello Ogunu, Senior Vice President, Diversity and Inclusion. Ms. Priscilla Parsons, Vice President for Information Systems and Information Technology. Dr. Katrina Brandt, Assistant Provost for Enrollment Management. To my left in row 1, Ms. Angela Blanchard, President and CEO of Baker Ripley, a globally recognized expert practitioner in community development and tonight's commencement speaker, whom I'll introduce more formally a bit later. Dr. Paul Bernazzani, Interim Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Ms. Tara Hoke, tonight's student speaker, who also will be introduced more formally a bit later in the program. Dr. Vicki McNeil, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Norman Ballard, Interim Athletic Director. Row 1 may be seated. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 2 now rise and please remain standing? To my right, in row 2, Dean William Harn, Dean of the Graduate Studies. Dr. Randall Terry, Associate Professor, Department of Biology. Dr. Xing Yang Lei, Interim Chair, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Dr. Stefan Andre, Chair, Department of Computer Science. Dr. Jim Jordan, Chair, Department of Earth and Space Sciences. Dr. Jim Sanderson, Chair, Department of English and Modern Languages. Dr. Tom Sowers, representing the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor, Department of Political Science. To my left, in row 2, Dr. Kevin Dodson, Dean, Rio Honors College. Dr. Mary Shear, Chair, Department of History. Dr. Julie Alford, Director, Applied Arts and Sciences and General Studies. Dr. Jeremy Alm, Chair, Department of Mathematics. Dr. Cynthia Stinson, Chair, Joanne Gay Dishman, School of Nursing. Dr. Phil Cole, Chair, Department of Physics. Row 2 may be seated. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 3 please rise and remain standing? To my right, in row 3, Dr. Terry Davis, Chair, Department of Political Science. Dr. Edith Kirk, Chair, Department of Psychology. Dr. Stuart Wright, Chair, Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice. To my left, in row 3, Dr. Serdar Ilban, Associate Professor of Voice and tonight's vocalist. Dr. Catalina Castillon, Associate Professor of Spanish and one of tonight's readers. Mr. Jesse Duiron, Instructor of English and also one of tonight's readers. Mr. David Short, Registrar. Row 3 may be seated. It's likewise my pleasure to recognize Dr. Andrew McMahon and members of the Lamar University Brass Ensemble. They add so much to our program. Thank you for joining us this evening. A few very special guests are likewise joining us. The First Lady of Lamar University, Mrs. Nancy Evans. Mrs. Cecilia Marquardt. Miss Betty Blanchard. And Dr. and Mrs. Matthew Hoke. Graduates, including those who are participating with us online, this evening you're at the very center of our attention. And what a remarkable group of people you happen to be. In the months leading to tonight's event, I've been mindful of all that I appreciate about being a member of the College of Arts and Sciences and Lamar University. So I'll be going off script here a bit. First, I'm going to bring you to Rome in 1921. Then, I'm going to pull you forward to the morning of August 29, 2017. And then I'm going to bring you, of course, to tonight. So let's return briefly to Rome in 1921. I'm going to talk a little bit about the debut of a play by Luigi Pirandello, titled 6 Characters in Search of an Author. So imagine, you're sitting in a theater, the curtain rises, you're expecting to see the performance of a play mixing things up, and actually what you're watching is a rehearsal for a play called Mixing Things Up. Next, and equally as interesting, 6 characters, a father, a mother, a stepdaughter, a son, and 2 children enter from the back of the stage. The father approaches the stage manager. He explains to the stage manager they are in search of an author who can complete writing the remainder of their lives. They're incapable of developing outside the roles to which they've been condemned. Yet they yearn to become active, vibrant human beings, regardless of what that destiny may hold for them. Turning now to August 29th. Many of us here spoke with students who returned to our campus, even before this being on September 11th. I had an opportunity to talk with several students. One in particular stands out. And I wish to recount for you that conversation that I had with this individual. And I wish to recount it not because it is unique, but rather because it's a representative of what many of you have experienced and the guests that you've invited to join you this evening. So, it's 5 a.m. on the morning of August 29th. This young man leaves his home, walks 2 miles away to an evacuation staging center on Jimmy Johnson Boulevard. Once he arrived, he noticed that a particular group of people were organizing the volunteers. So he approached. He was told to just simply go find a boat. And he did. He found a boat for someone else who owned the boat, his name of JT, initials only. They sat around for about 5 minutes, and then they received a text message. The text message was brief. There's a man on 9th Street standing in front of his garage. You'll see him waving at you when you arrive. And so they did arrive. And there was an elderly man waving to get their attention. They secured your boat, walked up to the home. The man was frantic. I need your help. Come inside. My wife is lying down. The water has risen and has begun soaking the bed springs. She was blind. They clothed her, brought her outside. And while they were struggling to get the elderly couple into the boat, he dropped his cell phone into the water. And now they were cut off from communicating with friends and family. 20 or so minutes later, 20 or so minutes later, they were helping this couple into the front seat of a dump truck and were standing in water waist high and watched them drove off. So wanting to know more about what had happened to this couple, he visited their home 3 weeks later. The elderly couple was not there, but he did speak to their son-in-law, and so the narrative continued. Apparently, the first dump truck had stalled in the rising water, and so the couple was helped into the front seat of a second truck. It too flooded on its way to the Bob Bowers Civic Center. You probably can predict the rest of the story. Later that night, the Civic Center flooded. The elderly couple was eventually transported to the Jefferson County Airport and were flown to a hospital in Dallas. While reliving these events, I could tell that this young man was struggling to find the words that would express what he was feeling. But he did say this: I learned things about myself that I did not know. And so to tonight. In 2016, almost 1 year ago to the day, the College of Arts and Sciences honored its second largest December graduating class in the history of Lamar University by awarding 479 undergraduate and graduate degrees. So keep that number in mind, 479. That was last year. You know as well as I that we often are able to choose our experiences, but sometimes experiences happen to choose us. That said, it would not be unreasonable to think that perhaps 50 or 75 fewer students would be graduating tonight. After all, you've been pulled in many directions between your coursework and the knowledge that your family and friends continued to need your help. Your love for the communities in which you live runs very deep. I dare say that you have learned things about yourselves that you did not know. But of this I am absolutely certain. You're nothing like Pirandello's abandoned characters. The degrees that you are about to receive clearly indicate you have assumed full authorship of your lives, of who you are and of who you will become. No one can take that from you. So recall that number from last year, 479 graduates. Here's the most amazing thing about tonight. In a very short while, President Evans will be awarding a total of 472 diplomas. You will own the title of Lamar's College of Arts and Sciences most resilient graduating class and the third largest in the history of our school. Be proud of yourselves and know that we are extremely proud of you. I have the great honor at this time to introduce Ms. Angela Blanchard, our distinguished commencement speaker for tonight's celebration. Ms. Blanchard is president and CEO of Baker Ripley, as mentioned, and a globally recognized expert practitioner in community development, disaster recovery, and effective long-term integration for immigrants and refugees. Ms. Blanchard's breakthrough strategies have successfully revitalized neighborhoods in Houston while providing a powerful model for cities across the globe facing the complex challenges of community transformation. Frequently sought out by international nonprofit organizations and government leaders, Ms. Blanchard's achievement in community revitalization have received numerous accolades, elite awards from top institutions, including the prestigious Heinz Award in the Human Condition category, 3 invitations to the White House, and extensive press coverage. She's been profiled in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Atlantic, and on CNN and NPR. Fast Company magazine named Ms. Blanchard one of the most creative people in the nation. She is a non-resident senior fellow in the Centennial Scholar Initiative at the Brookings Institution and serves on the board of the Business Innovation Factory and the James A. Baker III Institute for Public Policy at Rice University. Please help me welcome Ms. Angela Blanchard.
So, how are y'all doing? Are you feeling pretty good tonight? So I just have to ask, so are the nurses just a little rowdier than the rest of you, or what was all that about? Was that a spontaneous outpouring of enthusiasm for nursing, right? Yes, okay. So I'm very mindful, no matter how wonderful that introduction was, and I thought that Dr. Nordgren was really kind to recite those accomplishments, and my mom, who's here tonight, enjoyed it a great deal. But no matter how fabulous I sound, do you know that I can actually see all your faces from up here? And what I saw on your faces is a deep and fervent hope that I wouldn't talk too long. I'm completely mindful that I am just one of a few obstacles that stand between you and the margaritas. So, however, I am supposed to give you advice, and I think that's very awkward because people who've already done what you've done are clearly wise. And you're wearing a costume of wisdom that says you've stuck with something and you've persevered and you've been determined and you've lived up to the expectations of your loved ones who've invested in you. So I think there still might be room for a few pieces of advice, but no more than about 10 minutes. Can you hang that long? If it becomes unbearable, just stand up and wave your hands in the air. I'll stop, right? We'll call a nurse, and they'll come help you. Would that be all right? So I think I really want to start with the fact that you have won the human being lottery. So there are 7.5 billion of us on the planet. Fewer than 10% have graduated from college. And you have a roof over your head and clean water, more or less. It is Beaumont, after all. I just have to tell you, he didn't mention I grew up here on Fulton Street, right off Railroad Avenue, when the railroad ran right down the avenue. The train actually made it an avenue. It was the thing that divided the two sides of the street. It wasn't a glamorous location, South Park, Railroad Avenue. So you may not feel that you're the lucky human being lottery winner, but you really are. You've got so much already. You sit here tonight, people have invested in you, have shared knowledge and wisdom with you. You own it now. It's in your head, and no matter how hard it rains, it can't be washed away. It will not end up in a soggy pile by the curb. It's yours. All these people believed in you, and you're surrounded literally by the people that thought you were worth it. Human being lottery. So now you owe it to everyone, including yourself, and most importantly yourself, to go out into the world and shape it. And to shape it out of what's best about you and the people around you. So this is a really important secret I'm about to tell you. We actually determine, to a great extent, what happens in our lives by the stories we tell. Recently, I was charged with creating a shelter in Houston for 10,000 people at NRG. And every day, volunteers would come to the shelter to help, and I would say, the way this storm will be remembered is by the story you tell. Now, it can be a story that's like the headlines that we read every day. It can be a story about what we're like when we're at our worst, when we're our most frightened and our most fearful and our stingiest and our most ungracious. Or you can tell a story of what we're like when we're at our best. You can tell a story about yourself that way, about the people around you, about the community you're a part of. And it starts with you, though, because you've all been good students, but I bet that you go home every day, and at night when you're reviewing the day, I'm not sure that you go over in excruciating detail all the times and ways in which you were wonderful. This is not how we live, largely. We go home and we go over and over the mistakes we made, the answers we got wrong, and the ways we didn't do it perfectly. But what I want for you is that you spend every day, I love the audience members that are nodding their heads. You know, not those of you nodding off, taking a nap, getting ready for margaritas, but those, nodding in agreement. This is lovely to do for a speaker, by the way, in case you were wondering. But you go through each day to examine when you and the people around you, the people that you'll work with, the neighbors you'll live next door to, the people that will look to you because you're a human being lottery winner for leadership. You go out into the world every day and you examine what we're like when we're at our best. In storms, when we're at our most generous. When we're heroically there for people that we don't even know because we really do believe in one another, and the storm helps us forget everything else. These are the stories that you want to capture every day. Those are the times and instances that you should look for when you're studying your own children, when you're thinking of your parents and the family members that came before you. What were they like when they were at their strongest, at their best? What is it about them that makes them uniquely wonderful for the world we're in? Carry these stories with you. Tell them. Believe me, there are plenty of people writing the other headlines. You don't need to do that. Your job is to make a path in the world by discovering the strengths and resources that propel us forward. So that's a good piece of advice. Strengths and resources, what we're like at our best. And here's another secret. This ain't heaven. You did know that. This ain't heaven. It won't always be like this. You won't always be surrounded by people who believe in you, welcoming you, who invest in you. A large part of your future will turn on your willingness and determination to make a path for yourself by standing up every day, walking forward no matter what. That I believe you can do because you've shown that ability by arriving here tonight. Don't expect encouragement. Be appreciative when it comes, but never fail to pass it on. The only miserable people I've ever known were those that thought there wasn't enough to go around. Those people that believe there's a shortage of credit, that there's a small number of opportunities, that in resources that it's a scarce universe. Those are miserable people. Those people believing that there is an abundant universe and there's enough for all of us. Those people are willing to share, willing to offer what they have. Those are the happiest people I've known. There's enough to go around. Second piece of advice. So the third thing I want to tell you is this. We all begin life with our own particular story, with our own family history, with our own ideas and beliefs about other people. And you can go your whole life with those ideas unexamined. Or you can turn to the right and left of you everywhere you go and learn a different way of looking at the world. And the abundance and richness of this world, the most exciting part about it is one another. There's a group of women in Rwanda who were subjected to some of the most horrific kinds of abuse and violence. And when a friend of mine went there to study them, she found them happy. She found them close. She found them encouraging one another. She found them laughing. And she said, how can it be that you're like this with the story you have and all that's happened to you? And they said, but we were together. I forget the rest. And community is incredibly important wherever you are. My work has taken me to shelters, to the refugee camps in the desert of Jordan, to emergency houses for people who've been displaced. It's taken me to some of the most painful places, those places on earth where you would expect to find hopelessness and despair. But again and again, what I have found is we are extraordinary. We are generous. We are kind. We are capable of healing one another. We are capable of helping one another realize our potential. This is what we're like when we're at our best. And I want to say, when I think about my experience at Lamar University, the people I knew here and the people I still know here, I say this: we were together, and I forget the rest. And so tonight, I celebrate you for the way you're going to shape the world, with the stories you're going to tell, with the strengths and resources and assets you're going to bring. And I thank you for your dedication and commitment to complete your education. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Blanchard, for your inspirational and your timely comments. It's my pleasure now to introduce your student commencement speaker, Ms. Tara Hoke. Tara, the daughter of Matthew and Marie Hoke, graduated from Westbrook High School in 2014. She was chosen as a Mirabeau Presidential Scholar and has been an ongoing member of the Honors Student Association. Tonight, she'll be graduating with a BA in Political Science and a minor in Communications. During her time at Lamar, Tara's been involved in numerous organizations, including the Lamar Democratic Socialists, the Rio Honors College, Lamar University Press, Phi Beta Delta International Honor Society, Phi Kappa Phi National Honor Society. She served as a Lamar University Global Ambassador, President of Pi Sigma Alpha Political Science Honor Society, head delegate, founding member of Lamar University Model United Nations, peer mentor for Honor Student Association, co-founder, vice president of Lamar Allies. Tara studied abroad twice. She's been involved in a variety of high-impact activities during her time here. In January of 2017, she traveled to Belize with the Rio Honors College, where she studied tropical sustainability. And in June, she traveled to Paris in order to study French cinema and modernist French literature. She competed with the Lamar University Model United Nations in Washington, D.C. in 2015 and in New York City in 2016. Traveled to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 2016 to take part in the Washington Center's Democratic National Convention seminar. She participated in the Rio Honors College Partners in the Park program in 2017 in Mount Rainier. Worked in Lamar University Public Relations Department for 2 years. Tara is a recipient of several honors and awards, including the President's List for all 7 semesters, LU Academic Excellence Student Award for 2 consecutive years, Outstanding Position Paper Award at the National Model United Nations Conference in New York City, Excellence in the Media, 3rd place award from the Press Club of Southeast Texas, McMaster and Mirabeau Study Abroad grants, and the Parents in the Park McMaster's grant. Eventually, Tara hopes to become or pursue a PhD in political science and perhaps teach at a university. Please welcome Ms. Tara Hoke.
Good evening to my fellow graduates, President Evans, thank you for the introduction, Dean Nordgren, distinguished guests, family, friends, those here and those far. I would first like to extend an enormous thank you to all who are gathered here today in the rafters or watching remotely to see us literally cap off one of what for most of us will be one of the most important milestones and achievements of our lives. I think I speak for most of us in this room when I say that without the support of those we love, which has shown itself in countless ways, we could not have dreamt that we would be sitting where we are tonight, receiving degrees from this incredible institution. Because tonight, we each carry with us the culmination of a journey, big or small. Your journey may be one that perhaps nobody in this whole room could ever understand. Alternately, your journey may be the very thing that defines you. Regardless, that journey is valid, and regardless, it led you here tonight. My name is Tara Hoke, and I am honored to be your student commencement speaker. But I have to admit that as soon as I excitedly agreed to this opportunity, I worried about what I would say. I wanted to give you something that would last, something of value, something each of you, or let's be honest, at least your parents, could carry with you after today and forevermore. And I realized after a while, with a sense of liberation, that perhaps I really don't have anything new to say. No, I'm not going to tell you failure doesn't matter. Though it's necessary, you learn from it, and the outcome is good. It doesn't always feel too great. I'm not going to tell you to sit back and trust the process, because few of us have that privilege, as nice as it would be. I also can't tell you what comes next. Our educations at Lamar University have equipped us with skills in our chosen field, opportunities aplenty, and a compass for our journey onward from here. But the paths in front of us, though fruitful, are not always clear, and sometimes our end goals aren't either. As for me, I'm planning on going to graduate school so I can keep learning and stave off figuring out what I want to be when I grow up for a few years longer, or maybe more than just a few. Maybe it's okay not to know what's next. Maybe there's never this moment where we just know what it is we want to be. Hopefully, in a curious life, the answer to that question is ever-changing, an evolving notion and a signal of growth. But I can tell you, when I look upon you all tonight, your sea of deservedly proud and perhaps scared faces, your journeys manifested into this single moment in time. I see a million stories that deserve to be shared, voices and stories that should ring clearly above my own. Yes, I've achieved a great deal of things that I am proud of, both in my academic career and in my own life. I've faced my fears and accomplished things I didn't think I was capable of tackling. I have embodied the say yes mentality. Do first, figure it out later. And I have lived with an unceasing hunger. Thanks to the enormous wealth of opportunity at Lamar University and through the Rio Honors College, I have participated in activities that a 5-year-old me would be in awe of, like standing on a glacier in Mount Rainier National Park, strolling the Louvre in Paris, traversing the tropical rainforests of Belize. My professors at Lamar have taken a real interest in my growth, both as a learner and as a person, always pushing me to do more and be more. Dr. Sandovici, Dr. Sowers, Dr. Davis, Dr. Nelson, and Ms. Kubala, thank you. Also to every person who has ever taught me both in academia and in life, thank you. I must also thank my parents. Mom, Dad, you have fostered in me a lifelong curiosity, and I can only guess where it will lead me. In my own journey, much like you all before me, I have also had my own struggles, and I've climbed my own mountains, that's for sure. But I've never had to soothe a sick baby to sleep while trying to finish a paper at 2 in the morning. I've never been the victim of a great injustice or societal prejudice. I've never had to make it to class and pay attention while wondering where I was sleeping that night. Most of all, I've never had to escape rising waters while collecting the few things I held most sacred. And I know that a great deal of you have. So tonight, graduates, is about celebrating your journey, both through Lamar University and through this great life. While what you have experienced in your journey thus far may differ completely from the person beside you, we share so much more than we could possibly fathom. The aftermath of Hurricane Harvey should have proved this to us all. I urge you to continue to have those hard conversations. I challenge you to continue to find those commonalities. Only through understanding of one another may we hope for peace. At 22, I'm still just a kid. But on my own journey at this point in time, I picked up a few bits of wisdom that I actually do find useful. Reminders that I think we should carry with us at all times. First, do what terrifies you. Actively seek out challenges. Climb mountains figuratively and literally. Agree to something you never envisioned yourself doing, like saying yes without hesitation when you're asked to speak in front of your whole graduating class. Continually set your personal standard of success as whatever seems just out of your reach, and then reach it. You will be amazed at what you're capable of when you stare your fears square in the face, and you will grow immensely with each passing challenge. Second, find your loves. On your journey forward, you will come across many things that intrigue you. Your degree may be in biology, but you might find you're also a bit of a poet. Don't limit yourself to one path in life. Find those loves and pursue them all with a passion. And finally, treat people with kindness and seek to address societal wrongs. Your methodology professor warrants the same amount of respect as your building's custodial staff. Seek to impress both. Remember that if you bear silent witness in the face of injustice, you're an accomplice to it. Albert Einstein once said, "The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing." Pay attention, speak up, care. You now carry with you on your belt two of the most important weapons in the fight against injustice. Weapons with which you can construct true change in your lives, your society, and your world. A voice and an education. Class of 2017, I challenge you on your journey forward to not back down, but to rise up, and to use these weapons often, and to use them for the benefit of all. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Tara, for reflecting on the distinctive type of education that you received at Lamar, and sincere best wishes as you push toward that doctoral degree. We will now continue with the certification of graduates. Will the candidates for the master's degree and Bill Harn, or Dr. Bill Harn, please rise and remain standing. When your department is called, will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise and remain standing? The Department of Biology and Dr. Randall Terry. The Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and Dr. Xingyang Lei. The Department of Computer Science and Dr. Stefan Andre. The Department of Earth and Space Sciences and Dr. Jim Jordan. The Department of English and Modern Languages and Dr. Jim Sanderson. Applied Arts and Sciences and General Studies and Miss Julie Alford. The Department of History and Dr. Mary Scheer. The Department of Mathematics and Dr. Jeremy Alm. The Joanne Gay Dishman School of Nursing and Dr. Cynthia Stinson. The Department of Physics and Dr. Phil Cole. The Department of Political Science and Dr. Terry Davis. The Department of Psychology and Dr. Edith Kirk. The Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice and Dr. Stuart Wright. President Evans, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased to verify the candidates who have met all requirements of their listed degrees.
Thank you, Dean Nordgren. I have the best gig in the house right now. My job is to recognize you of having completed your degrees. So, you ready? By the authority vested in me and Lamar University by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the degrees for which you've been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. Now, graduates, last test. I need you to move your tassel from the front right to the front left. Congratulations.
President Evans, we will continue with a presentation of the graduating class of December 2017, beginning with the College of Graduate Studies and followed by the academic departments in the order in which they are published in the program.
Master of Science in Chemistry, Abhay Singh Deshmukh. Sahithi Gadi. Shrikant Ganaram. Vamshi Goparapu. Muhammad Saiful Islam. Anusha Jampani. Harish Maske. Limbadri Muta. Mohini Maheshchandra Shah. Shweta Singh. Santosh Kumar Sunki. Rucha Milen Vitonde. Master of Science in Computer Science, Amar Mani Aryal. Deepankar Dey. Ram Prakash Mishra. Sagun Pandi. Chandra Pratap Rai. Shubham Yokesh Kumar Shah. Smit Girish Kumar Takar. Master of Art in English, Chelsea Ann Galloway. Grace Ruth Megnet. Master of Arts in History, Adam Craig Gorell. Grayson H. Meek. Courtney Clay Rodis. Cherie Noel Simon. Master of Arts in Teaching Spanish as a Foreign Language, Maria Guadalupe Madrid. Cristal Rubio. Master of Science in Nursing, Dana Holston Sorelli. Kenethia Sade Evans. Master of Public Administration. Michael W. Hargis II. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Haley Sue Baker. Carrie L. Bro. Robin Gail Chandler. Daniel Frederick Dejan. Brandy Michelle Ford. Stanley Fitzgerald Forney. Ana Laura Gomez. Shelby Teresa Handy. Derry-Lynn Dijon Landry. Marcus Dwayne Levias. Kelly Marie Lawney. Amonique Y. Love. Chelsea Lynn Charlie McGill. Cameron Ashton Miles. Marquita Sharkella Moss. Angelinette Mohammed. Rashawn Patrice Perkins Prevost. Kashira Robinson. David Lee Sarley. Adriana Karine Shaw. Joshua Christian Thomas. Clinicia Chantel Trotty. Valerie Destiny Valdez. Earl Matthews Vincent IV. Mark Edward Wild. Sean Diartre Woods Jr. Alundra Danielle Zeno.
For the Bachelor of Science in Biology and Environmental Science, Tracy Karen Lidney. For the Bachelor of Science in Biology, Victoria Elliott Adams graduating summa cum laude. Madison Sloan Bechtel, graduating magna cum laude. Kearney Nicole Garner, graduating summa cum laude. Ronald Joseph Giblin Jr., graduating magna cum laude. Kenny Hung. Morgan Elizabeth Jeffero. Brittany Nicole Pellerin. Dariosha Lindsay Pouncey. Rehan Qureshi, graduating cum laude. For the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science. Charles Michael Collins Jr., graduating cum laude. Marisa Janelle Hill, graduating magna cum laude. Vanessa P. Lowe. Bethany Danielle Stanton. For the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Isaac Randall Eason. Weslyn Amanda Taylor. For the Bachelor of Science in Forensic Chemistry, Hannah Lou Donnelly. For the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Edmund Nana Broby. Devlin Chase Hunter. For the Bachelor of Science in Computer and Information Science, graduating summa cum laude, Lauren Brooke Forsey. For the Bachelor of Arts in English, Mindy Nicole Burns, graduating magna cum laude. For the Bachelors of Arts in Modern Languages, graduating summa cum laude, Nancy J. Figueroa Chavez. For the Bachelor of Arts in History, graduating summa cum laude, Rebecca Joanne Phillips. Graduating summa cum laude, Candice Marie Crouch. Brandy Nicole Fuller. Cedric Montel Knight. A graduate of the Rio Honors College, and summa cum laude, Kaylin McAllister. Jose Mercedes Rodriguez. Graduating summa cum laude, Ryan D. Romero. For the Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Quiana N. Adams. Jacqueline Anderson Bledsoe. Graduating magna cum laude, Blaine Ashley Berryman. Graduating magna cum laude, Brandy Nicole Bill. Pamela Lachelle Braxton Lee. Chelsea Monique Bunch. Carolyn Denise Bundy. Graduating magna cum laude, Kimberly Ann Birkland. Graduating cum laude, Bobby Joe Privada Bird. Kiera Shamted Dillard. Kimberly Lynn Dixon. Karen Teresa Ellis. Lisa Enriquez. Graduating magna cum laude, Derek Anthony Ferris. Wendelin Gibson. Macy Laurie Hendy. Chloe Alexa Jones. Crystal Alexandra Jones. Ashley Leanne Lambert. Erica Renee Leday. Nicole Amanda Little. Lucinda Nara Lugo. Graduating summa cum laude, Cynthia Lute. Julianne Maddox. Dominique J. Matthews. Hilda L. Mazariegos. Jalisa Annette McLean. Tricia Eagle Montes. Michael Knox Myers. Graduating cum laude, Tracy Paige Pershall. Gerald Allen Reynolds. Lauren Ashley Rogers. Graduating summa cum laude, Lucina Danae Roars. Shayna Lee Roan. Pamela Joy Seville. Sonia Faye Shirley. Rondell Rashard Simmons. Daniel Stark. Tangela Yvette Stevens. Jessica S. Stovall. Laura Raquel Vega. Stephanie K. Williams. Joe Winters. Frederick J. Zeno, Jr.
Bachelor of General Studies, Victoria Renee Campbell. Paula Yvette Chisley. Adrian Elise Collins. Charlie Terrell Cook. Shauna Renee Cundiff. Marcus Damon Daggs. Alicia Simone Davison. Jessica Lauren Dumas. Megan Nicole Foster. Bray Jonelle Hardy. Taylor Michelle Havard. Anancia Renee Johnson. Corey Jamal Johnson. Thomas W. Joyner. David Justin Kenner. Graduating magna cum laude, Martha Jean Licatino. Tabitha Lorraine Livingston. Alyssa Renee Lucas. Naila McFadden Forrest. Tamika Tatasha Moore. Destiny DeJohn Morton. Chase Ryan Powell. Janie Elena Reyes. Michelle Marie Rosales. Sarah Hernandez Salazar. Doris del Carmen Santiago. Graduating magna cum laude, Julie Kubala Smith. Graduating cum laude, Brittany N. Strom. Patty Diane Talley. Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. Graduating summa cum laude, Natalie Renee Hudson. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. Graduating summa cum laude, Jonathan Lewis Bro. Zachary Ty Now. Myra Alejandra Segura.
For the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Carrie A. Acker-Boone. Andrea Guadalupe Álvarez. Sarah Sanford Amos. Graduating cum laude, Samuel Anthony Arisco. Kayla Renee Chrissy Asher. Graduating summa cum laude, Kenneth Reuel Valier. Colton Gregory Bates. Andrea L. Bledsoe. Lindy Brianne Bourne. Nikki Boudreau. Brittany Chakay Brown. Jenna Ray Bush. Joshua Aaron Bird. Toshula Rosha Campbell. Evelyn Josini Chavez. Madeline Marie Childress. Ashlyn Brooke Cooley. Shayla Shaquille Corbin. Graduating summa cum laude, Gina Nikita Colton. Graduating cum laude, China Deng. Sarah H. Dillon. Destiny Janine Dunn. Lauren Marie Durham. Christina Yulisa Edwards. Clay Stephen Edwards. Patricia Emery Ellis. Graduating cum laude, Alexandria Page Ferguson. Makina Lauren Fitzgerald. Graduating cum laude, Lauren Michelle Foster. Kara Anna Galloway. Chai Towner Garrett. Divina Godfrey. Ross Gray. Graduating cum laude, Casey Nicole Rader. Latoya Chantel Griffin. Sierra Nicole Haygood. Zara Elizabeth Hollier. Rachel Marie Ingram. Ashley Renee Jackson. Cheryl Ann Jones. Rodaria Deshane Joyner. Deanna Marie Carlson. Tanisha Patisse Kelly. Alexander Chase Kohler. Tiana Marie Lamar. Graduating cum laude, Alison Clara Landis. Aaron Jacob Lamel. Graduating summa cum laude, Anam Sharif Maradia. Stephanie N. Matthews. Keitha Marianne McKay. Deborah K. McKinley Wagoner.
Guys, did anybody walk here?
Alexis Hope Monso. Lena Roberts Moll. Kathy Lorena Neal. Kaylin Danae Nelson. Graduating cum laude, Tui T. Weng. Orobosa Osagi Obeide. Donna Marie O'Reilly. Madison Ace Horta. Tracy Michelle Pace. Kaylin Cherie Parent. Kelsey Diane Pearson. Jax Edward Ramirez. Graduating with honors, summa cum laude, Kaylin Reed. Sarah Catherine Reed. Shirley Denise Reed. Sierra Elizabeth Roberts. Jennifer Michelle Rocha. Alicia Brooke Rover. Idali Ruiz. Ashley Sanchez. Cristina Maribel Sánchez. Graduating cum laude, Samantha Danielle Scott. Faith Olivia Simeon. Daryl Samuel Smith. Graduating cum laude, Lauren Jean Smith. A graduate of the Rio Honors College and graduating summa cum laude, Catherine Ann Stempley. Sierra Levette Stephens. Kimberly L. Stevenson. Taithia Renee Thompson. Jeanette Torres. Crystal Alejandra Venegas. Ana Marie Ventura. Shelby Audra White. Graduating cum laude, Crystal Renee Williams. Natasha Lynn Williams. Chelsea Ann Williford. Faith Elaine Young. Graduating summa cum laude, Deborah McKinley Wagoner.
Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Graduating summa cum laude from the Rio Honors College, Tara Lashar Hoke. Bachelor of Science in Political Science, graduating magna cum laude, Sierra Nicole Dodds. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Alejandra Sosa Gomez. Haley Janae Jones. Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Karen Diane Rose Babineau. Alexia Monique Duplantier. Carla Adriana Flores. Kia Alexandria Macon. Blaine Thompson Myers. Deanna C. Reynolds. Graduating summa cum laude from the Rio Honors College, Kennedy Rain Van den Vinder. Emma Elizabeth Willis. Alexandra Page Yanta. Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Eric Lee Breedlove. Randy Collins. Graduating summa cum laude, Daniel Alexander Dorman. Chandra M. Edwards. Graduating summa cum laude, Daniel Matthew Floyd. Jeffrey Lynn Gotcher. Alexis Renee Harris. Andrew Christopher Hubel, graduating summa cum laude. LaShawn Vanice Jones. Graduating magna cum laude, Reagan Nickel Long. Victoria Catherine Martinez. Larry Marquise Murchison. Reneka Lennon Nelson. Graduating summa cum laude, Sean Howard Palmer. Ronnie Jade Perkins Odom. Azalea Quiroz. Graduating cum laude, Juan Carlos Rivera. David James Robbins. Reginald James Rose Jr. Jose Michael Scott Jr. Latrice Christine Singleton. Gary Omar Tebow. Graduating summa cum laude, Joseph Wayne Tracy. Terry Tuan Tron. Maisha Elizabeth White. A United States veteran graduating magna cum laude, Thomas Cade Worry. Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Tommy Lynn Daniel. Carla Nicole Davis. Ricky Renee Garcia. Tamara Elaine Hobbs. Contessa Leigh Moran. Santanchua Y. Murphy. Graduating with honors, Veronica Ortiz. Carla Susana Santos. William Blake Wheeler. Bachelor of Social Work. Annalise Patricia Arroyo. Kina Brazil. Jatara Lasha Komik Hunter. Brittany Elaine Judelet. Patrick Carey Lucas. Jessica Nava. Giovanna Ralisha Simmons. Cara Latrice Thomas. Diedrich Vonsha Young. And graduating Master of Science in Computer Science, Manideep Bolu. This concludes the list of graduates. Congratulations to you all. I now return the ceremony to Dr. Joseph Nordgren.
Please join me in congratulating our graduates one more time. The Otho Plummer Award honors the baccalaureate graduate with the highest grade point average in his or her graduating class. During their undergraduate careers, tonight's 4 honorees have completed all of their coursework, all A's. When your name is called, will the following graduates please come forward, receive your certificate and check from President Evans. Miss Rebecca Butler. Miss Tara Hoke. Miss Lucina Roars. And Mr. Joseph Tracy. Graduates, tonight you join more than 90,000 others throughout the world who are Lamar alumni. I would like to take this opportunity to extend to each of you an invitation to join Lamar's Alumni Association. Alumni membership provides continued involvement with the university, networking, and opportunities to help other students achieve what you have achieved tonight. As evidenced in tonight's ceremony, I encourage you to join this important arm of the university. The Alumni Association has friendly people waiting to greet you, and they will get in touch. Of course, you can always contact them at the Lamar's webpage. Please join. Again, congratulations to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for taking part in tonight's commencement ceremony. Graduates, use and share your education throughout your lives and enrich the lives of others. After the recessional, you're cordially invited to begin your celebration by joining us for a reception on the second floor of the mezzanine. Thank you again.
Graduates, distinguished guests, please rise and join me in singing Lamar Alma Mater.
Lamar, to thee we're singing, voices raised on high. We will forever love thee to the sky. We will ever need thee as our guiding star. To us you'll always be our glorious Lamar.